Mathematics and Natural Sciences and the Department of Chemistry would like to welcome you to the Narcisco Garcia Science Day at the college. And as part of that Science Day, we have put on a chemistry show, a chemistry demonstration for many, many years. In fact, if you look back, the show was originally put in place to honor a colleague of ours named Tom Hayden. And if you count the number of shows that he did and what we've done over the last few years, the past 20 years, this show has been put on, as far as we can tell, somewhere close to 60 to 70 years. In fact, my son, I won't tell you how old he is, but he refers to me as Shorty. Okay. When I said I think we're going to do this show, we used to bring him as kids. The show was always held about this time of year during the intercession, and many people from the college came, and many different organizations and all of that. But when I told him we were going to do that, he says, "Oh, Dad, you got to do the penis experiment." Unfortunately, we don't do that anymore because of OSHA regulations, but we will show you some wonderful demonstrations. As I said, it was put on. We decided to put this on in honor of this man right here. This is Tom Hayden. This person right here is Professor Whitaker. He was the first chairman of the department. This is an actual photograph. This is the same room. Here's the aluminum rail right here. You're sitting in the seats, okay? This appeared as a photograph in the April 17th, 1955. What is it, 63 years ago, okay? And it was an article entitled, The Corporation and the Campus. The U.S. government is still concerned about that. What the article talked about was getting enough young people like you interested in science. And you know it becomes a big government priority when they assign it an acronym. Do you know what the acronym is? STEM. What does STEM stand for? And we ain't talking plant STEM. What? Science, technology, engineering, and math. Not bad, not bad. One more time, hit it. Science, technology, engineering, and math. You screwed it up more then, but anyhow, we'll go with that, okay? As I used to tell my classes in first year chemistry, okay, you gotta do well, and we need people like you that are interested in science, engineering, and the reason is very simple. I'm gonna collect my Social Security before you do, okay? And if you screw up the economy, I will come back and change your grade. So you may be president of Corporation XYZ, you will get a letter on the official Queens College letterhead, "Dear so-and-so, due to a change in grade, we have to withdraw your diploma from Queens College." You will know exactly who did it. Me. Okay? And most of the kids believe that, but serious. The reason the government is so concerned is why? The basis of the economy is what? Technology. Growth in technology. What do you need to do growth in technology? Science, mathematics, and engineering. And that's why it's there. So this is in honor of that. To put this in perspective, this picture was taken 2 years before the first satellite. Does anybody know what the first satellite was? Sputnik. Who put that up? Russia. That's right. It created a real concern in this country about science and engineering and how much and the need for better education and all of those things. So this was Tom doing a demonstration. Here is the lighted thing. Here is the aluminum rail. This is me right there wearing the same old tie. Okay? All right. This is Tom. He's not sleeping. He's not sleeping. He's in deep thought. We do a lot of that around here. We tend to bend our head and close our eyes in deep thought. Okay, but Tom Hayden, I just have to read all the things that he did. Tom was a member of our department for 38 years. And to indicate what we felt about him, he continued to come in after he retired and help us doing various things in the college. He served as the director of laboratories, a CUNY higher education officer, laboratory instructor, and teaching. So when he passed away a few years ago, we decided to continue this show, excuse me, in honor of him. And the department felt so strongly about this, the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry voted and decided to petition the college to get the name of this room changed to the Thomas J. Hayden III Memorial Lecture Hall. And this is his wife, Joan, a number of years ago, and the plaque just states that, and it's right outside. You can see it when you go out. And another person we want to honor is this person right here, Marjorie Navidi. She taught chemistry in this room for more than 30 years. Now, to indicate the impact of these people upon students, just to show you how much they were, okay, you could not, I've lectured here for many, many years, you cannot give a lecture if Tom Hayden was standing behind there. Because the students wouldn't look at you. What did they want to watch? The chemicals he was pouring together, the demonstrations and all of that. So there actually is a buzzer behind there, a button we can press. He would come out of the back room, just like we continue to do. He would do the demonstration, then he would go back. Otherwise, they aren't going to listen to you as a lecturer, right? So, but to show you the impact, not only on the students, but on students well after they've left the colleges. He and his wife were walking up a beach in Miami Beach, Florida, and a person came up to him and said, "You're Mr. Hayden. You do the chemistry demonstrations at Queens College." Okay? And I was in a doctor's office a number of years ago, and the doctor said to me, "You teach at Queens College?" And I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Do you know Marjorie Navidi?" I said, "Oh, yeah, sure." He says, "Well, she was the first person that I had college chemistry with." And she said she was very, very much impressed by not only her knowledge of chemistry, but just her as a person. He said that that was part of the reason he went into medicine. Okay, so these people have had a major effect, and this show is really to honor their memories. Okay, now you can't put this show together. Copel, can you come here for a minute? Okay, without the help of a lot of people, and I just put this up. This is Tom Streckis, a professor who was retired. This fellow right here became, after Tom Hayden retired, became the director of laboratories. His name was Randy Smith, but you can see that the torch has been passed. See it right there? So it's moved from Randy Smith to Dr. Gopal Subramanian. And the reason I asked him to come out here, does anybody know what that symbol means? Huh? It means civil defense. Do you know what civil defense meant? During the Cold War, they were very concerned about missile attacks and all of that. Why do you think putting up the satellite, one little satellite that only lasted about 9 months, had such an impact? It meant that the Russian government had the ability to send a rocket with a nuclear weapon on the top of it over and hit the United States. That's what the concern was. Thank God that has we've been able to learn how to handle that. But still, the importance of science and engineering is really what I'm trying to get at. And you couldn't put this together without all of the help of these people right here. Gopal Subramanian, if you'll just raise your hands, come out, okay? Sheila, where's Sheila? She's hidden in the back there. Come out, raise your hand. Tom Sangiorgi and Joel Heitman. And I still maintain power of these graduates of Queens College, because I can go back and change their grades. Right, I like that. Okay, nice. They don't. I love it. Henry Shum, where's Henry? Victoria Piruli, oh, there she is. Fahima Patwari, there. Okay, and the person in the Technicolor Psychedelic lab coat, okay, Awa El-Rohim, okay, and Babak Ganjian. All right, all of these people have contributed. So with that, we'll get started with our show.
So we're going to kick it off with a little birthday celebration. My girl Fahima here, her birthday was yesterday.
Officially old.
So I brought her a cupcake. I forgot a candle, so we have this one. And we're going to sing happy birthday to her. Everyone ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fahima Lima. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I guess the birthday is, no birthday.
How old are you now? How old are you now? And when will the candle go boom?
Happy birthday!
Hey, I forgot the most important thing. Oh my goodness. All right? It was that shook my mind. Okay, now you all know that science is based on nomenclature and technology, and how we describe that, you have to use very precise words like homogeneous, heterogeneous, SN1, SN2. So we're going to go over a little nomenclature now for this show. What do you say? That's dry ice talking to us, okay? There you go. What do you say if it changes color?